Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the North Carolina Dynasty, where we just started 3-0 into a new season. We had a complete conference realignment where it actually makes geographic sense in where teams are. And today we're gonna get really going with the ACC schedule. And first up, it's gonna be Clemson. They have a really strong team, and this is a home game for Clemson, so I would say they are the favorites. The top of their roster is mostly on defense, D-line, a couple linebackers, a couple DBs, and they are quarterbacked by Christopher Vezina, 6'4", 210, out of Birmingham, Alabama, former 4-star recruit. He's a scrambler. He can run a little bit. He has 94 throw power. The accuracy is decent, but not crazy good. It's not like it's in the 90s or anything, and the deep throw accuracy is only 79. But kid can run, 85 speed's more than enough. And running back for this team is Joquez Smith, 5'8", 190, out of Tampa, Florida. Very good elusive back. Doesn't really have much power, but he can juke and spin out some people for sure, and decent athlete as well, so somebody to worry about. Definitely 89 speed and 93 acceleration. Top receiver, whereas number 6 is Tyler Brown, 5'11", 180, out of Greenville, South Carolina. Tyler Brown is a very good route runner, an elite route runner at that. He has very good hands, and he has a lot of speed. This kid is honestly somewhat of a dream receiver, 92 speed, 96 excel as well. Very good receiver. And then they've also got TJ Moore, 6'3", 190, former 5-star receiver with very solid route running. Decent hands. He can make some break some tackles here and there. 92 speed, 93 acceleration, so very good athletes at the receiver position. They have a third one that looks also pretty good. Bryant Wesco, 6'2", 170, former 4-star recruit. He has very good route running ability as well. The catching ratings are actually pretty bad on him. The 70 catch and traffic is definitely worrisome, but he also can break some tackles, and definitely some very good speed as well here. So offense looks ready. They've got a very good O-line. I'd say this is pretty much without weaknesses here. 84 left tackle, 83 left guard. They do have a weaker center here in Mason Wade, 75 overall, but if you can hide one position on the O-line with like double teams and stuff, it's the center. The right tackle is also not too good, but against our D-line, they should be able to maybe hold up. Top edge rusher on this team is TJ Parker, 91 power moves, 95 strength, 89 block shedding, 88 finesse moves. This kid's the real deal. An elite athlete with very good technical abilities. And then they've got an even better kid in the middle of the D-line, Peter Woods, 99 power moves, 94 strength. Doesn't even matter that the finesse moves is only in the 80s, and even his block shedding is in the 90s. So two unbelievable athletes on this D-line. They've got a middle linebacker here in Sammy Brown, out of Commerce, Georgia. Former 5-star recruit with very solid run stopping ability. The block shedding is 89, which for a linebacker is really high. He's got 95 speed at the linebacker position, so even though his coverage isn't elite, he can cover anything he needs to with his speed. They've got yet another one, Kobe McLeod, looks really good as well. Not as good a run stopper, but a lot better in coverage. Not quite the athlete, but they have a very good front seven. So this is going to make it real tough to run the football for UNC. Top corner is Avion Terrell with very good man coverage ability, but also 87 zone coverage. 92 speed, 93 acceleration. Against our receivers, they should hold up here. Khalil Barnes is their top safety, 6 foot 195 out of Athens, Georgia. Barnes is a solid pass coverage safety with decent run stopping ability and lots of athleticism. So this is probably going to be the toughest team on the year, and they are also ranked. This is, I think, number 2 against number 4. Last year we played them, but that was a home game for us, so we had the advantage there. We did win, but this time around we're gonna have the away game here in Death Valley. Let's see what Clemson can do. Matchup wise, I'd say Clemson, they are the favorites because this is a home game and they have just more players in the high 80s and in the 90s for overall. They're just flat out the better roster, I would say, additionally to being the home team. But we'll see. Vizina, they're gonna hand it off right off the get-go here, and that's a good start. 21 yards for Jackson Foster. And they're going to move the football pretty quickly, close to midfield. 1st and 10 from the 46, and Vizina has close bunch to the right, and another wide open rushing lane. That's going to be another massive first down run for Joquez Smith. That's 18 yards on that one. 1st and 10. They're going to motion out the running back and are going to throw it. Vizina is picked off. It's Jaden Patterson. Tackled immediately by TJ Brown. But that's going to be a pick for the UNC defense. Patterson just waiting on that post to be thrown. And yeah, he was just lurking underneath and then jumps up and takes it away. And UNC gets the ball without any harm from that first opening drive, where Clemson definitely moved the ball a little bit too quickly. And that wasn't intended for the number 1 receiver on the team. 2nd and 10 for Michael Merdinger. He throws it over the middle, and that's going to be an 8-yard completion for Marquise. Oh, that's actually tight end Jake Johnson, not Marquise Brooks. 3rd and 2. This is going to be a tough one, but Costanzo is going to be falling ahead 8 yards on the play. Move the chains and get them a new set of downs. 2nd and 11, and communication for this offense is not working at all. This is one of the toughest plays to play at, but we get an 8-yard gain here by Jake Johnson. And now it's going to be a 3rd and 3, 2 tight ends to the right. We're going to run it with Costanzo, and he does not get it. 4th down at midfield. And UNC keeps the offense on the field. Trips to the left, but they're going to run it. Malik's got the first down, 3 yards on 4th and inches. 1st and 10. They try to audible, but it does not work this time either. They're going to get it away to Jordan Shipp, who falls ahead, gets 14 yards on the play here on the bubble screen. Very nice execution. 1st and 10 from the 22. And Merdinger has a 4-man pressure. Good coverage, and that's intercepted as Clemson is going to take it away. Intended for Buck Stoner. He tried to force the deep ball and underthrew it by a mile. Should have put it a lot more over the top there. And Clemson takes it away. It's 1st down. Actually, now it's 3rd down and 6 for Clemson now. Pressure's coming in, but wide open. That's Brown again. And he's got 24 yards. And then I keep calling him Brown. It's TJ Moore, not TJ Brown. TJ Moore got the first down there. 1st and 10, and they're going to have a 4-yard loss as Malik Hamrick flies into the backfield. 2nd and 14 for Vizina. And they're going to have a play-action shot to the sideline. It's caught and a new 1st down as Clemson moves the chains with Ronan Hannafin. 1st and 10, now at the edge of field goal range. Vizina is going to motion out the running back. They're going to throw it to him, and wide open is Joquez Smith, and that's a 1st down at the 30-yard line. Vizina has 5-man pressure, and he is going down. It's Joel Starlings in the backfield. 2nd and 16 coming up. That's going to be a little bit tough. No points so far, and we're almost at the end of the 1st quarter now. Last play before we reverse field. And 3rd and 10. This is going to be complete to TJ Moore. 1st down, and now we're in the 2nd quarter of this game. Vizina motions out the running back again, throws the dump off over the middle. What a spin move, but didn't get him the 1st down either way. That was Brown. 2nd and inches for Vizina. Slant caught, touchdown, TJ Moore. Clemson up by 7. They have the first points of the game. And they show off with their top receivers there. Moore with a very nice grab on the slant against what should be technically our best corner here in Dorian Green. But now we're going to have Costanzo run it to the outside on a little bubble screen there. And that's going to be a first down. 2nd and 9 coming up. Throw the RPO to the outside. Buckstoners got 8 yards. Not quite the first down, but they do converge. And eventually it's going to be a new first down. Merdinger throws the RPO again, and Stoner is getting hit out here, but he does complete the pass, and that's going to be a first down. Now from the opposing 43-yard line, Merdinger is going to throw the bubble to the outside there, and Ship is going to run away from a linebacker, and that's going to be a first down at the 30-yard line. They catch up to him pretty quickly, but he does get 11 yards on the play. 2nd and 4, motion RPO for Kyle Costanzo, and he tries to run through a defender, but it didn't work out this time. Still got a first down out of this one. 1st and 10. This is Brian Malik now checking in, and he has the run for about 8 yards. Bad spot, in my opinion. Should have been a first down, or maybe like 2nd and inches, but we're gonna run it anyway. Touchdown UNC. We tie up the game. It's Brian Malik into the end zone, and the game is tied at 7. Clemson now getting the ball back on offense. Let's see what they can do in this showdown. 3rd and 6, and Vizina is gonna throw one-on-one down the field, but it's incomplete as Fallen got over there at the last second, but it was cutting it kind of close as Merdinger is getting sacked here. Nobody open on the slants concept. That's going to be a 3-and-out for the UNC offense, and they have to punt it away. And this one's caught by Moore again. He's been very busy today. That's already his 4th catch, now over 50 yards. As Clemson tries to throw it again, but this one is not going to go anywhere as Bo Atkinson is going to get the sack. At least a half a sack as Lee Hamrick got in there at the last second as well. 2nd and 11 now for Vizina. And they are going to throw it over the middle. It's caught for about 9 yards. And they do have a very much easy 3rd and 1 now. But they're going to throw it. Vizina has a man wide open, and he overthrows him by a mile. Oh, I think that was Wesco. Jesus Christ. Gotta have this one. 1st and 10 after that punt. 1-on-1 down the field, and Ship. He's got his man, and he's going to run it into the end zone. Touchdown UNC. And the Tar Heels managed to strike before halftime. We were inside 2 minutes for that 2-minute drill for Clemson. They didn't get any points out of it. They have to punt it back, and we're just taking a deep shot out here to one of our best receivers, and Jordan Ship takes advantage, wins the 1-on-1 in the air, and then manages to run away from the defense, man. Just look at the DB stumbling there, and then they can't catch up to him. So UNC up by 7 at halftime, which is honestly pretty much a surprise because I thought that Clemson was gonna just run away with this game, man. The way their team is constructed with the quarterback and all the fancy receivers. I think they should have had a lot more points than that so far, but we are even getting the ball back after halftime. So 3rd and 6 now for Merdinger. And this one is going to be short. As Stoner should have just kept running, and he didn't. And instead he gets tackled. So 4th and 3. And they do get somebody to jump. They are going to abuse that. Ball is incomplete. The Stoner can't hang on to that one. So 2 mistakes on critical downs here. But the false start is going to give them the first down anyway. So we're moving the chains into plus territory. 3rd and 4 for Merdinger. And he is going to get hit again. He does throw it, but it falls incomplete. And now that's going to result in the punt at the end anyway. It didn't matter that we converted the 4th down there. So Clemson gets the ball, and Vizina is going to run it for a 14-yard gain there. 2nd and 3, they go double twin set, and Vizina is just going to keep it on the read option, and that's a massive gain, 20 yards for Vizina. They've got 34 yards out of him on this drive already, and Vizina is going to try to run again, but this time he gets sacked. Bo Atkinson is in the backfield, and he takes him down. 3rd and 11 is going to be a tough one for Clemson. Vizina has double twins, his running back Foster in the backfield, and this one should have been pick sixed, man. Moses Riggins, you gotta pick six it. That cannot happen. 0 blitz. Merdinger can't get it away on time. That was pretty close. So that's a 3-and-out for UNC, and the ball goes back to Clemson, and this one's caught. That's going to be a first down, 23 yards for the Clemson offense, and into field goal range with just one play. Hand it off to Smith, and that's going to be another first down. It's about 12 yards on the play for the Clemson offense. And now trips to the right, more isolated to the left. They're going to throw it, and that's going to be another 8-yard gain for, I think that's Hannafan. I forgot his name again. So Vizina tries to scramble on the next 3rd down, but that doesn't work out. It's Eric Daniels, who usually only comes in on running downs, but he does get the sack there. 4th and 13, and Clemson has to take the points there. Can't risk it on a 4th and 13. Might have been able to risk it on a 4th and 3 if Vizina had thrown the ball away, but they take the points. It's a 4-point game, and UNC gets the ball back on offense, and it's time to score again, man. Merdinger is going to hand it off, and absolutely nowhere to go for Brian Malik. He gets leveled in the backfield as TJ Parker. And that one ends the drive right there. And now Clemson gets the ball back after that 3-and-out. And Hamrick's in the backfield getting a sack on Vizina. That's going to be a 4th down, and yet another 3-and-out here in this game. It's a defensive slugfest, and that sack actually gives very good field position to the UNC offense. So let's try to capitalize on this one. And there's a flag down on the play, and they call it pass interference on the defense. Khalil Barnes gonna get punished here. 3rd and 3 for Michael Merdinger. He hands it off to Malik, but there was just nowhere to go. This defensive front is way too good. UNC so far not been able to run the football, and this 4th and 2 did not go anywhere close where they wanted it on the field goal here. Voigt misses, and no points on the board for UNC. They should have just gone for it. 4th and 2. Okay, gotta go for it, man. And now Vizina is scrambling away. He's got the first down, 12 yards, and they move the chains. Clemson is moving the ball down the field now again. After a couple 3-and-outs, they have not been able to do much, and now look who's open down the field. It's a 57-yard touchdown. And Clemson is taking the lead here. The Tigers take the lead 17-14. And this is at the 1-minute mark here. There's only 58 seconds in the game, as UNC was not able to run off the clock earlier. And now they have to produce some points. And Jordan Shipp, this is at least a good start. He's got a massive completion. Down to the 43. 3rd and 10. Merdinger's gonna throw it one-on-one down the field. Safety's coming over, too late, but it falls incomplete anyway. Brooks couldn't haul it in. 4th and 5 after an offsides penalty, and Jake Johnson drops the football there. He would have had the first down, and it's a turnover on downs, but UNC still had all their 3 timeouts, and they can still stop the clock here. 11-yard run on 3rd down. It's a 4th and 1. Last timeout taken by UNC, and Clemson is actually keeping the offense on the field. And they get Smith before the marker. So this is a turnover on downs, and it stops the clock automatically. 13 seconds on the clock for Merdinger to make a miracle happening. And this is a 1-on-1, 2-on-1 downfield, and Brooks gets tackled at the 4-yard line. And they are going to have to hurry down to the line. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they get the spike. And now they take a 5-yard penalty to remove the field goal a little bit to the back, and it's no good. Boyd misses another one. It was too tough to kick in these conditions. They ice the kicker, and it works. North Carolina comes up empty. Should have won this game. This one is a heartbreaker. They tried to run out the clock on Clemson. They couldn't do it. They allow a deep touchdown to the number 1 receiver. Was absolutely wide open, and Moses Riggins completely whiffing on the coverage. And we get the ball back. We missed the 4th down conversion by Jake Johnson. Could have had a lot more time going down the field there if Johnson had caught that one. Our defense shows up. We stop him again. And we get a miraculous catch down there inside the 5. And we can't kick the field goal, man. Unreal loss. But it's just, this is how it is sometimes. Clemson sneaks out a win. And they remain unbeaten while we fall to 3-1 now on the season. Which, yeah, I don't know. I wish it could have gone differently, but this Clemson defense is no joke. Their front 7 made it almost impossible to run on this team. We couldn't really pass it either because the secondary looks really strong. We had a couple balls connect down the field, but they were able to shut us down usually, and that's why we lost. Clemson deserves this win, I guess. They played it patiently. They waited till they got a chance to score, and they scored. Now, this is disappointing, yes, but Clemson is not in our division. So we just have to keep winning in our division and make it to the conference championship game, and then maybe this loss doesn't even count for anything. We're still going to be ranked, no question about that, and we have good news actually after this game. We get a 5-star receiver in John Okuyayinonu. Really weird name, but he looks pretty good. We get a center, 5-star center, Oscar Brink. He looks pretty good as well. Let's see what he can do. Harvey Kalmalat, not sure how to pronounce his name so far, but 5-star defensive tackles is never wrong. And then there were no safeties we were able to pursue in the 5-star department, so we got a 4-star safety instead. Now let's take a look at the ratings for these players. Okuyayinonu, let's see what he can do. 5'10", 205 out of Sterling, Virginia. 95 speed, 96 acceleration, really solid catching ratings and deep route running. Excited about him. So we've got 2 receivers locked up already. For the center, Oscar Brink, 6'3", 300 pounds, a pass protector out of Oak Park, Michigan. 87 strength. All the pass block ratings are in the low 80s already. So I guess after his first offseason, he's probably going to be in the high 80s for that one. And then the defensive tackle out of Hogansville, Georgia, 6'1", 316. We recruited him before the visit that he was scheduled to do. 91 strength, 85 power moves, 86 tackling, and 73 block shed. Looks very solid. And the safety, Matt Stacy out of Hyattsville, Maryland, 6'1", 190. A pretty fast safety, 94 speed, 92 acceleration, 77 man coverage, 71 zone. And the tackling needs a little work there. Down there at 69, that's not great, but pretty happy with him. Now, we do have a few visits now scheduled for the next game. Jake Troutwine, as you can see, we almost lost this battle. Oregon is close to winning it, but we have the visit this weekend. So I think we have a chance to win this battle here still. 89 strength, 83 power moves. I don't think I need to talk about anything else for this guy. Troutwine looks like an absolute monster, but he's not an edge rusher. He's a defensive tackle. He's like 6'3", 297 or something. So a little bit too heavy. Now, this guy, the defensive tackle we just recruited, we already got him, but he's going to be on this visit, which is going to help with the complimentary bonus for the on-paper defensive end there, Troutwine. So that's going to help. And then we get a linebacker, Ramon Carswell, into visit today, 6'1", 249. It's a close battle for him as well. And then we got a cornerback, Tony Tanner, who is from Pennsylvania, 6'1", 204, a man coverage corner with, hopefully he wants to come here because he has 97 speed, 81 man coverage, 83 press right off the bat, man. Looks ridiculous. So these 4 players are going to visit in this game against East Carolina. The Pirates are coming to town, and they have not quite the roster to keep up with us, but they do have a very good running back, a good quarterback, a good receiver, and then just, you know, a few players along the O-line and a couple of defensive pieces there. So the quarterback for this team is a 6'3", 230, 3-star recruit, Caden Hauser. And Hauser is a very solid quarterback. In the accuracy department, he has 92 throw power. That's not too shabby either. And Hauser has 77 speed, so he's not going to run away from a lot. But he's a decent quarterback who should be able to execute. JVS Bond. This is who we need to look out for. 5'11", 171, former 3-star running back. 97 agility and 98 juke, 98 change of direction, and juke and spin move in the high 80s. That's a really good running back. He doesn't have any power. The stiff arm and trucking just not there, but lots of speed and lots of evasiveness, I guess. Top receiver is Chase Sowell, 6'4", 196 out of Humble, Texas. Very good short and medium route runner, good release, has decent hands, and more than enough athleticism to keep up with this secondary or even run away from it. Actually, 91 speed is not enough to run away from it, I guess. Zachary Card is the number 2 receiver. Where's number 12? 5'9", 160, a very small guy. Very low release, but he's a decent route runner, and he can catch the football a little bit, although that 78 catching is not looking not too sharp. But what he does have, however, is 99 speed. So hopefully not playing too much cover 2 today. And then they also have a pretty good tight end, Javonte Connor. Very good short and medium route runner. Knows how to get off the line there. He has decent catching ratings. Actually, pretty good catching ratings for a tight end, to be honest. And 79 speed, 85 acceleration. That's a little bit below average, but looks pretty solid. This offense overall, they've got some pieces. They've got the running back, and they do have a pretty solid O-line on the left side. That's pretty good. They are gonna miss their center, so it's gonna be a 73 overall starting there. But right guard at 82 overall looks good. 80 overall right tackle looks good as well. So the offense looks pretty solid for this Pirates team. The defense, however, they have a little bit they have a few holes here and there. Top defensive lineman is defensive tackle. Their edge rushers do not look like anything you need to be afraid of or anything. But CJ Mims is actually a pretty good run stopper with a little bit of pass coverage upside. Mid linebacker, they only have one good one. This is it. Barker, 5'11", 218, out of Norcross, Georgia. He's a field general archetype, I think, and he has a lot of power, good run stopper, pass coverage, lagging a little bit behind, but 81 zone is fine. Doesn't really have the speed to compete though. So our tight ends and like slot receivers, they should be able to run away from these linebackers here. Top DB is a strong safety, Aiden Duncanson. So what this is telling us about this team is honestly not that they have a solid safety. They have pretty weak corners. We should be able to throw it all over them. We should be able to put up 30, 40, 50 points in this game. And we have not played them so far. And the good thing about this one is this is actually a rivalry game. East Carolina coming to town here against North Carolina. Let's see what they can do. But we need to absolutely beat them very badly. We are by far the better team. We have the better D-line. They have a solid O-line, but we have a better D-line than they have an O-line. It's always also the other way around. We have a better O-line than they have a D-line. So we should be winning the trench battle handedly. And we've lost the last game when we played them, 19-41. So we've got some revenge to do. And this is definitely not the team that we are expecting us to beat. And on 3rd and 7, they decide to run it, and that did not work out at all. As Hamrick gets him for a TFL. And 1st down and 10 for the UNC offense, as Costanzo is just going to fight ahead through an arm tackle, falling forward, getting 9 yards out of the play. And just like that, they're already in field goal range now, and Costanzo can't break the linebacker's tackle there. There was a lot of room on the outside, but 2nd and 5, Costanzo is going to run it up the middle, and what a run that was. bulldozing a linebacker, falling ahead, getting 8 yards out of the play. 1st and 10 for a 1st and goal for Merdinger, and Johnson can't get it in. Down to the 2-yard line, and Johnson looks to be injured on the play. So Randolph checks in, and also Brian Malik in the backfield, and he's got the touchdown. That's a handoff for UNC. Touchdown, 7-0 for the home team, and this is exactly what we need if we want to win those recruiting battles. We need a big win against the rivalry team. Now let's see what this ECU offense can do now, as they're going to motion over a tight end. Do not hand it off to Bond, and this is an interception. Kareem Fallon takes it away, and this is already field goal range. Why on earth would they throw it if they have a 90 overall running back as their best player of the team? I would run it with Bond all day long, man. And we are going to do the exact same thing. We're going to run it with Costanzo all day long, and that one was a good one. Going to get us a new 1st down. 2nd and 5, double twins. They're going to hand it off now to UNC. To Kyle Costanzo here. That's a good 1st down run. And now 2nd and goal from the 1. And Merdinger motions in Buck Stoner. Hand it off to Costanzo. He's flipped, but that's a touchdown anyway. And UNC is up by 14. As ECU, they need to get their stuff together. This is the start of the 2nd quarter already, and we're up by 14 now. And hand it off to Bond. This is exactly what they need to be doing. 9-yard run for their lead running back. 1st and 10 for ECU. They're going to hand it off to Bond again. And that's another 10-yard run to get the 1st down. Chunk plays here for this East Carolina offense. And now they're actually throwing it, and wide open down the seam. That's a 1st down. Caden Hauser with a dime in between the zones here. Cover 3. 2nd and 10. Hauser throws it. End zone. Touchdown ECU. They cut the lead in half. It's 7-14. And that one, I don't know how that happens, man. I guess there was a 99 speed receiver. 1st and 10 for Merdinger. And Costanzo has some running room. He's going to get about 8 yards, but I thought he almost had the 1st down there. 2nd and 2. Just going to throw the RPO. Stoner's got the 1st down, and he seems to be injured on the play, just like Jake Johnson. There's 2 injuries on the play, man. So they're going to get taken out of the game for a snap, and we're going to see some different people. 3rd and 12 for Michael Merdinger, and he's going to retreat. He throws it over the middle. That's Marquise Brooks, and he hauls it in. 1st down, UNC in field goal range. What a pass by Merdinger. 1st and 10. Throw the bubble. This is Jordan Shipp, and he's going to run it down the sideline, down to the 10. 1st down, North Carolina. And we are back in business. 2nd and 5. Costanzo's the back, and he's going to get the handoff. He runs it up the middle. Touchdown UNC. And that's a score. Tar Heels up by 14 again. And East Carolina, they need to get their stuff together, man. If they want to have a chance in this game, they better need to be investing in Javius Bond. But they actually do revoke the call here. So this one was not called a touchdown. Instead, we're going to throw it and get the touchdown anyway. It's Buck Stoner. So now you get it. They had a booth review on that touchdown run by Costanza. Apparently, he was not in. But it doesn't matter. 1st down from like the 1-inch yard line. We're just going to get the touchdown every time. 1st and 10. And Bond is getting the handoff. He's got 7 yards on the run. Bond looking pretty sharp here. 2nd and 3. And we're going to have another run by Bond. And that's another massive gain. Oh my. If this continues, we're going to get old here. 11 yards for Bond on that one. And Bond's got another one. And somebody dove at his legs. Came up empty. Bond has another massive run. I think that one was like a 12-yard gain as well. And now they're going to go play action. And Hamrick didn't fall for it at all. Hauser gets sacked. And that's going to make this 2nd and 17 pretty tough. And this is like maybe just around field goal range. And Hauser is almost getting sacked again, but he got it away. And this is going to be a 1st down. Are you kidding me? 28 yards from Hauser on that play. He was almost sacked, man. He still got it away. And the ball, 3rd and 1, it falls incomplete. So they keep the offense on the field. 4th and 1. Hauser handed off to Bond, and he doesn't get in. It's still a 14-point lead, and we still have about a minute and 20 seconds on the clock. So Merdinger is just gonna throw one up there, sideline. Brooks out of bounds at the 46. It's gonna be ruled a catch for the 6'3" receiver. Brooks looking pretty sharp there, as he had an unbelievable throw. That is a beautiful rainbow. It falls down, and he gets the 1 feet down he needs to. 1st and 10 from the 46. Merdinger still a little ways to go to get to field goal range, and Costanzo gets about 9 yards on this play. There is still 60 seconds on the clock. They go hurry up. 2nd and 2, and Merdinger's getting blitzed, and that's going to be a sack. 0 blitz, called up right up the middle, man, and they can't reverse it. It's a punt on that drive. So ECU actually gets the ball back with a little bit of time on the clock, but they get sacked as well. They can't get the first down. And so we're going to have another shot at it. 3 seconds on the clock, and one-on-one in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. It's Buckstoner in for a score. He ran away from the secondary. ECU, man, you should have just ran out the clock there. You couldn't get it done, and you should have ran out the clock, and you didn't. You gave us the ball back, and UNC has a beautiful rainbow there by Merdinger into the end zone. Buckstoner is behind his corner, and we're at halftime with a 3-score lead, 28-7. This is exactly how I want a rivalry game to go. And of course, if you enjoyed the episode, I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Kyle Costanzo, he has been having it a little bit easy in this game running the football. Almost 6 yards a carry, but we're actually going to throw it on the slant, and Stoner, he's got about 8 yards. Very reliable so far. 1st and 10 from the 32, and Merdinger has a 4-man pressure. He gets it away. Ship bounces off a tackler and gets upfield for a couple extra yards. Makes this a little bit easier. 2nd and 6 a few downs later, and this is almost midfield now, and we're just going to throw the RPO. That's good. Buckstoner has this one as well. Another first down, and now across midfield, 1st and 10. Merdinger is going to be pressured on the screen, but that's good. Marquise Brooks, perfect execution by the blocking there. He gets about a 14-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Play action for Merdinger, and wide open. This is Jordan Ship into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. 35-7. And East Carolina, it's not showing up here. They stand no chance against this North Carolina team. 1st and 10, and they're going to hand it off to Bond, and that is a little bit too easy. That's a massive pickup. They still keep running it with him because they know it works, but now they're going to have to go empty backfield. 3rd and 8. They're going to throw it one-on-one. Broken up by Dorian Green. Nice play. So that's going to be a punt. ECU can't get anything out of that drive either, and Merdinger is just going to have a wide open man, and Marquise Brooks, 13 yards. Brooks has been playing phenomenally today. Already at 103 yards now. 3rd and 12 after a couple unsuccessful runs. Merdinger has to throw it away. Everything was covered up down the field. They tried to go vertical. It did not work out. And they have to punt it back to the ECU Pirates. And they have about still more than a quarter to make up for it, as Bond is trashing this defense, I guess. Goes over 100 yards rushing on the day on that one. 2nd and 6. They're going to throw it, and gifted first down by the linebackers there. You have to tackle them back towards their quarterback, not towards our end zone, man. 1st and 10. Bond up the middle. It's just working, man. He's now at 124 yards. Jesus. 1st and 10, and Hauser is just going to hand it off. This is a backup running back now, and even he gets a massive lane. UNC defense getting gashed by the run here. 1st and 10, Hauser. They're actually going to throw it here. Bond picks up the blitz, and the quarterback gets it out for an 8-yard gain. 1st and goal from the 4, and Bond is going to run over a defender into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. And the Pirates finally on the board again, as Javius Bond looking incredible. Man, kid looks unreal. We're in the 4th quarter now. It's 2nd and 6, and we're just going to motion over Jake Johnson. Hand it off. Costanzo tried to run over the safety, couldn't do it. First down anyway. And now 2 tight ends to the right. Costanzo still the back. And we're going to motion in Jordan Ship. Hand it off to Costanzo. Run it up the middle. Falling ahead. Nice piece of running there for Kyle Costanzo. 3rd and 3. And we're actually going to throw it here on a screen. And it's covered up perfectly. Man coverage on the screen on the wide receiver there. That's going to be a punt back to the East Carolina Pirates. And this is a 3-score game. You can do this in 7 minutes. But after they don't get it done there, they punt it away again. And we just take another score. Buck Stoner into the end zone. Wide open there against cover 2. Perfect play call. And Stoner has another one. It's going to be ruled a touchdown. And a couple of minutes later, we get even one more. This is the first career touchdown for Robert O'Connor. Just wanted to show that one. As Kyle Costanza got taken off the field, we don't want to risk any injuries. And O'Connor has a chance to get the touchdown he needs to start his career, I guess. He hasn't been getting the football a whole lot, but he gets it there. And yeah, no match for us. We're just too dominant on offense. Actually, also too dominant against the pass. We have not been dominant against the run in this game at all. This was actually absolutely horrifying. If we continue to play like this against the run, we're going to have problems even against the smaller teams in this conference. As Michael Merdinger has a solid day, 4 touchdowns. Hauser has actually 2 interceptions. That cost them early as well. Man, they ran it so well with Javius Bonds. He looked incredible, man. I would love to have this dude on my team. Kyle Costanzo had a pretty solid day himself. We took him out there at the end, but Brian Malik also got a touchdown. Robert O'Connor got the touchdown. Just gave him a goal line snap there. And yeah, Buck Stoner, 106 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brooks hasn't been really getting the touchdown volume so far, but that's okay. He still had over 100 yards. Very solid day on offense. Jordan Ship had a nice day as well. And yeah, very solid win. We need to start or keep doing that. If we want to win this conference, we need to win our division first. So we need to win against all the Virginia teams. And we're going to start with that now, because this next game is going to be about that. We still have a chance definitely to win this, man, because even though we lost to Clemson, Clemson plays in the Southern Division. We play the Northern Division. And as you will see a little bit later, we still have a very good chance to win the North. And then we'll see what happens. As Malik Hamrick gets ACC Defensive Player of the Week with 1.5 sacks. I do not know how that works, but okay, whatever you say. I would much rather choose a player with an interceptions, honestly, on that one. Even more good news, we get a 5-star tackle out of North Carolina, Shamir Timms. He's going to come to town. That's awesome. We get Jake Troutwine. That's what I'm talking about. We get the blowout on a rivalry. That's always getting a lot of points in a visit. So we get Troutwine, the power rusher. We get the linebacker, Ramon Carswell, out of Florida. That's great news. So let's have a look. 6'6", 303. The tackle from North Carolina. He looks honestly, he looks like you could plug and play him. But we do have some solid starters on the O-line. He's probably going to ride the bench for a year, but we'll see. Depends on off-season dev, I guess. Jake Troutwine is somebody that we should have lost to Oregon, honestly. He is out of California, so it's not even our territory, but we managed to do it with the visit. the rivalry game victory. 89 strength, 83 power moves. Don't need to see anything else on him. So we've got our second defensive tackle there. Now Ramon Carswell is 6'1", 249. A little bit small for a linebacker, but very, no, not small. Short, but not small. Short, but big. Not the greatest athlete you'll ever see, but he looks very solid. Probably gonna ride the bench for a year as well. And let's move on. This is the start to our Virginia schedule, I guess. We're gonna play JMU, James Madison, and the Dukes have not had a great game so far. They have won one conference game, but they are 1-4 on the season, 1-3 in conference. We are 2-1 in conference. So let's improve this one to 3-1 against a team that is that should look even worse than East Carolina. Honestly, this I feel like JMU is the weakest team in the entire conference. We should be absolutely blowing them out, but we'll see. They have a quarterback with not a lot of throw power, but very good accuracy. They are missing their running back, Chris Russell. So they're going to have a backup here, which is not a player like of a different lower caliber or anything. Almost as good. Camarion Baldwin, 5'9", 205. He is from North Carolina. Former 2-star with solid change of direction and agility, but the moves themselves are not that great. He has decent hands, decent route running, no power, and no speed. So I'm not scared about this dude. Keelan Pickens, a 76 overall receiver, is their top guy. 5'8", 187. Very small dude. Wears number 47, which is absolutely disgusting. Good hands, horrible route runner, and for his size, not enough speed. 89 speed is good if you're like 6'3 or 6'4 or something. That's good, but not at 5'8. At 5'8, you should be running like 93, 94, 95 speed at least. Maxwell Moss is the other receiver. Decent hands, not a great route runner. Also, no speed to be mentioning. So this offense is honestly completely devoid of talent. Just the skill positions and the quarterback. And then look at the O-line. 77 overall, 81 overall, but he's injured, so they're going to have to play their backup here in Evan Bouchon. 76 overall, 77 overall center. It's not getting better here. This kid is also hurt, so they're going to have to play their backup center as well, a guy named Joe Babineau. So 75 overall. They've got an 80 overall right guard that is actually not injured, and that is about the only solid player on their O-line. We should be absolutely dominating this team. Honestly, this O-line looks so bad, we should honestly shut them out. Edge rusher Carter Banks, 79 finesse moves, 76 power moves, 78 strength, and the block shedding, man, 63. This is their best edge rusher, and he is not a good pass rusher and a horrible run stopper and a pretty bad athlete at the same time. Their best linebacker, Max Sun. So obviously he has a cool name, but doesn't have any athleticism. He's a decent run stopper, but the pass coverage needs a lot of work, and that 81 speed is also not crazy. Top DB is a safety. So again, just like in the previous game, those corners that JMU has running there, they are pretty bad. We should be absolutely abusing them on the pass and on the run. It should not matter what we do. Evan Spivey is their top safety. He's good in coverage, at least in zone coverage. His run support's not really there. Now we have played JMU once, even though they're not, they hadn't been in our conference at that time, and we did win that game, and pretty handily. But we're gonna take a look at what James Madison can do here. Like I said, we should be able to win the trench battle very easily. We definitely, by far, have the better O-line and D-line. We should be absolutely beating them up. I'm gonna run the rock here with Kyle Costanza. No risk, no use in risking a lot of throws, but We're going to start with an RPO to the outside here, and Brooks has already a nice first down run here after the catch, 12 yards on the play. 2nd and 15 after a false start on first down. We're going to throw a play action shot, and everything was covered up. It's a 12-yard loss. Couldn't even throw it away, man. That's going to be the end of the drive, and JMU takes over with great field position. They're just going to run it here with Baldwin, who has a 13-yard run. 1st and 10 from positive territory already. And Baldwin, he's going to stay in to protect. They get like a 9-yard gain. They move the chains. A few downs later, it's 3rd and 5. And they are going to throw it again, dump it over the middle. That's the number 1 receiver that I was not scared at all. So McCrane moved the chains again there. 2nd and 3. And they're going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown, JMU. What is happening, man? They do get the score. This is their number 2 receiver. I already forgot both of their names. First receiver, I think, was Keelan something with number 47. Second receiver, completely whiffing on the name right now. 2nd and 5. And Michael Merdinger is going to hand it off to Kyle Costanzo. Runs over a safety. Falls ahead, gets the first down. 1st and 10 for Merdinger, and we're going to run it, and absolutely nowhere to go for Costanzo. So 2nd and 12 now for Merdinger, and Brian Malik checks in. He picks up the blitz, and we're going to get this one out on time. This is Marquise Brooks, who tries to juke out the safety. Didn't really work, but it's a massive first down conversion, and we need to go get some touchdowns here. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Malik's still the back, and he's going to get the handoff, and he's going to take this one as wide as he can, but he can't juke out the safety, man. This is our, on paper, best running back, man. 86 overall, and he can't juke out like a 79 overall safety or something. Jesus. 9-yard gain here for Marquise Brooks on the out route. Pretty good route there. And now we're going to go Wildcat as Kyle Costanzo is going to motion Brian Malik. Flips it forward, and Malik is just going to outrun the rest of the defense. Touchdown UNC. It's a receiving score for Brian Malik and the passing touchdown for Kyle Costanzo. So the trickery gotten this one out there against a bunch of below average athletes here. And McCrane is going to get this one away, rolling to his left, throwing crossbody, puts it on the money. McCrane looking to have a pretty good game so far. And this time he's going to have the play action shot. McCrane just takes off and gets the first down with his legs, 10 yards on the play. And McCrane definitely can run, even though he doesn't really have a good arm. He does have pretty good legs. And now over the middle, this one is going to be complete as well. And another first down, 3rd and 7. McCrane need to throw it beyond the sticks, and they do not. But the tackling is just so bad, they're just going to give him the first down anyway, because he got tackled towards our end zone. And now we're going to run it here with Baldwin, who does not get in. 2nd and goal. Baldwin is still the back, and he's going to get the handoff. Touchdown JMU as Travis Shaw dove at his legs. Came up empty, and Baldwin dives into the end zone. The Dukes take a 7-point lead. 1st and 10. Merdinger throws the bubble, and this one is not going to go for a first down, but 8 yards for Jordan Chip is a good start at least. 2nd and 2. Merdinger is going to motion Costanzo, and he's going to throw the bubble to Costanzo, and this one is going to be a first down. Very nice play. Very nice execution on the blocks there. And a new first down as a reward. 2nd and 4. Hand it off to Costanzo. Cuts it up. Gets the first down. That's about 8 yards on the play. 1st and 10. Costanzo still the back. And he does get the handoff. And the blocks are not setting up, man. That was not great by Barr on the move there. Should have held the block. I think that might have even gone for a touchdown. There was a lot of green space after that last tackle. 2nd and 2. Throw the bubble on the RPO, and Chip gets the perfect blocks. He runs it down the sideline, and that's going to be a 22-yarder. Jordan Chip with a very nice play there. And now 2nd and goal for Merdinger into the end zone. Touchdown Jordan Chip after he couldn't get it on the RPO. He does get it here. Merdinger throws it to him over the middle, and Ship has a touchdown to tie up the game at 14. Now, JMU gets the ball back with about 4.5 minutes on the clock. So let's see what they can do, as McCrane is going to throw a wide receiver screen, and that one's going to go for 9 yards. So pretty good execution there. 2nd and 1. Baldwin's the back, trips to the right. And they throw the receiver screen to the other side to the number 47 kid, man. It just looks so disgusting, dude. Gotta get a new number, man. 2nd and 3. And McCrane is going to motion out his second running back, but Baldwin stays in to protect. And McCrane is going to go down anyway. Starlings and Hamrick combine on the sack. And Hamrick is, by the way, already over 10 sacks for the season, man. 3rd and 10. McCrane is going to throw the slip screen, and Baldwin is going to get to the line of scrimmage. Oh, to the line to gain, I mean. 4th and inches, and they do punt it back. They do not go for it there, even though they were at midfield. And we get a huge gain there. About 20 yards for Jordan Ship on the reception. 1st and 10, and Costanzo is the back, and he does get enough of a block, I guess. He gets 9 yards, but if he had gotten all the blocks, he would have probably had a first down. 2nd and 1. Michael Merdinger has Brian Malik in the backfield, who helps out on the blocking there, but nothing opens up. It's a sack, and JMU takes a timeout to get the ball back with 1 minute and 44 seconds on the clock. McCrane is going to throw it over the middle, and it's caught. 23 yards on the completion. They're going to move the chains into positive territory immediately. And now 3rd and 8. McCrane got to have this one. And he is going to throw it away at the last second. Don't know how he did that, but they do not get any points on this one either. So everything stays tied at 14. Nobody scores within 2 minutes of halftime. And so far, I actually can't believe what I'm seeing, man. They are able to withstand our offense, and they are able to move the ball on offense themselves, as they're having a slant to start off the 3rd quarter, and that gets them 10 yards and a first down. Baldwin's still the back, and he is going to get the handoff, but nowhere to go. Absolutely obliterated in the backfield. 3rd and 6, they go empty backfield with McCrane here. Throw it over the middle to the tight end, and that's a first down. 11 yards on the play. Exactly at midfield now. 1st and 10. Motion out Baldwin. Throw a pump fake there, and this one is intercepted, and there's a speed by Jaden Patterson. What a play by the safety. I think it's his 2nd pick on the season, and Patterson takes it away from the JMU offense, and this game is still tied at 14. Nobody seems to be wanting to score, as Jake Johnson is getting away from multiple defenders there. Nice juke move to keep going for a couple extra. 1st and 10. Now handed off to Costanza, and they're going to run it wide, and he's going to turn upfield, and he just doesn't have quite the edge, but it's still a 12-yard gain. Very solid. 1st and 10, and they are pressing the receivers at the line. Merdinger is going to throw it over the middle, and Brooks shakes off one defender, but a couple more linebackers come to the scene, and he gets 7 yards. Now 3rd and 8, a couple downs later, and Merdinger is faced with a very tough assignment, but he does get it out on time there. Perfect throw to Marquise Brooks to make it goal to go. 2nd and goal, and this is a touchdown. Kyle Costanzo into the end zone, and the JMU fans are not happy about it. UNC finally takes the lead. It's 24-14, but it took 2.5 quarters, man. Jeez. You need to be doing a lot better than that against JMU, man. McCrane, 4-man pressure. He's going to get it away to his tight end. I don't think that was his tight end. I think his tight end's number is 81. Oh, it's actually 89. I'm sorry. 1st and 10 for McCrane. Pump fake again. Throw it over the middle, wide open. That's another first down. 20 yards for the Dukes, and they move into field goal range, into the red zone even. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and McCrane can't get the screen off. 4th and 6, and JMU decides to just take the points. To make this a 4-point game, kick is up and good. JMU back in business. It's a 4-point game, but now they need to stop the UNC offense from scoring. Because if they allow another touchdown, I think the game might be over there. 3rd and 5. That's good to Jordan Ship. Move the chains. Get the first down. 3rd and 5 again. Merdinger has some time. Throws it over the middle. And Buckstoner has lots of space. Rushing down the sideline. Jukes out the safety. Gets caught from behind. But that's still a very good first down. And they move the chains again. And that's field goal range now. 2nd and 5. And they're going to hand it off to Costanzo up the middle. Fighting ahead. Breaking 2 tackles. And another first down as Costanzo is eyeing 100 yards on the day. 3rd and 2 for Merdinger. Got to get this one out. And Jake Johnson's down to the 2-yard line. Got the first. And now 2nd and goal. And we go back to the Wildcat formation. They flip it again. And this is Brian Malik back for his 2nd score of the day. Touchdown UNC. And I think this one might be over for JMU. Not looking too hot there. 28-17. You need 2 scores, and there is only 8 minutes left in this game. But crazy stuff there. Going for the Wildcat touchdown twice. Brian Malik shows off the athleticism, and Costanzo gets 2 passing touchdowns, technically. And now 3rd and 2, and JMU did not get it. 4th and 2, they are going for it, and they are not running it, even though Baldwin had a wide open running lane. They are going to get the first down and a lot more after that. JMU had a man wide open down the field there against cover 2. And now McCrane with the slip screen. Baldwin stood up, 4th and inches. They're actually content taking the points here, make this a 1-score game, and I think it's a good call. You gotta go get the ball back anyways. You're just in field goal range. This time, this way you save as much time as possible. 4 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock, and Merdinger gets somebody to jump, and he is gonna throw a one-on-one down the field. It's caught, and this is Marquise Brooks for a massive gain down to the 32-yard line. He got behind the defense on the slot fade. That was a mismatch from the get-go. Safety couldn't get over in time, and it's a first down. Can just decline the offsides penalty. And they're going to throw the bubble to Costanzo. And there's a couple bad angles, and fighting into the end zone is Kyle Costanzo. Touchdown UNC. And now it's over for real. That was a little bit too easy for UNC. They had 1 deep shot, and then they throw the bubble RPO to Costanzo, turn it upfield into the end zone. It's a 15-point game, and McCrane just got taken down by Travis Shaw, the best player on UNC's roster. 2nd and 18 for McCrane. Let's see if you can do something with that. No, you can't. It's Caleb Lavely on the interception. You run it back, and I think this game is almost about over. They run out the rest of the clock, 35-20. This was a little bit more of a fight than I thought it was going to be. But you never know with these away games. It might always be tough. Costanzo had a phenomenal day on offense. 24 attempts for 130 rushing yards. He also had 2 touchdowns, which I think both of them were on this screen. Both of them, the revert scores are the passing scores, I think. Yeah, Costanzo had 2 completions for 5 yards and 2 touchdowns, which gives him a quarterback rating of 451. Crazy stuff. Merdinger had a solid day. I did throw a pick at the end there, but it didn't really matter. Costanzo, no, that's actually, he had 4 touchdowns in this game. He had 2 rushing scores as well. He had 4 touchdowns out of the 5 we scored. Jesus. Crazy day for Kyle Costanzo. He definitely earned that one, man. And then receiving, yeah, I don't know. This Camarion Baldwin kid looks a little bit ridiculous, man. 59 yards on 10 catches, and he also had probably 100 yards on the ground or something. Marquise Brooks, great day again. He doesn't drop anything. He has a couple deep shots that he converts. Jordan Ship had a nice day. We didn't even have to throw it to Buckstoner that much, and he's our number 1 man. That was pretty special. And then, for the defense, I think we played pretty well. Not perfect. 4 sacks for Malik Hamrick. He's back at it again. Travis Shaw gets a sack. Bo Atkinson and Joel Starlings get each a half sack. Actually, they both split their half sacks with Malik Hamrick, and Malik Hamrick had 2 half sacks, not 1 sack. Yeah, we get the interceptions there as well. Awesome day on offense. Well, actually, in the first half, it was kind of tough, man. We did suffer a few sacks in this game. That was not great news. That was not fun at all. Our O-line not looking stellar right now. But can't do anything about it right now. Let's hope that the next offseason training goes well and all of our players that we recruited last year are going to break out for next season to have an even better O-line. And obviously, Malik Hamrick wins Player of the Week, both in the ACC and National. 4 sacks is gonna do that for you. Yeah, it's his last season. He's a redshirt senior. That's a good farewell tour, I think. And he's a front runner for the Heisman Trophy right now with all those sacks. And he won it last year, so we were still hoping, I guess. We have even more great news as Deontay Slay, a tight end, the only 5-star tight end out of California. He's going to join the team. It was a really tough battle to get him here. And the same goes for James Proctor. Also coming here, even though I think it was Alabama that made the battle really tough at the end there. Maybe it was Georgia. I'm not sure. Tony Tanner got him locked down. He actually wasn't that much of a battle. But Deontay Slay, that was a really tough battle. UCLA came really close at the end there. And we did get him. I'm really happy about it. Those possession tight ends usually turn out to be pretty good. I don't know what the speed is going to be, but 86 acceleration is good. He has already good catching ratings right off the bat, so that's good. We get the second linebacker that I wanted, James Proctor. He looks really promising too. 6'2", 230 out of Georgia. And he's a pretty good athlete. Well, I mean, 83 speed could be better, but 90 acceleration at least. Very good run stopper. The coverage is not quite there. 59 zone coverage. Definitely going to ride the bench in the first season. He's going to be redshirted, definitely. And then Tony Tanner. He's going to be a 5-star corner for our team with the 97 speed, 90 acceleration, 81 man, 83 press. Don't know anything about the zone, but he looks really good. And he already has the platinum house call ability, so you already know what that means, man. And with that, we are back to number 2 in the country because Clemson actually managed to lose a game. And now they are down at 11 there. Don't know how they did that, but we are number 2 in the country. And we are actually leading the North Division. And that is because, for some reason, Virginia Tech, they just lost games. I don't know why they started losing all of a sudden, but they were on top of this division. And the same goes for Virginia. Both of those teams should be up there, and they are not at all. So, don't know how that's possible, but I guess we're leading this division. Just here's to hoping that we're not going to lose again. On the other side, NC State 4-0. They are racing away, or at least they're trying to, because Charlotte and South Carolina and Clemson already, all of them close behind. So let's see how this is going to go, but I feel like the North Division so far has been the weaker one, and this is our chance to make the championship game for the conference. And if we do, we're going to meet again, either Clemson or NC State or South Carolina. I don't really think that Charlotte is going to have it in them, but we already played Clemson. We're still going to have to play NC State and South Carolina, so that's going to be fun. That's going to be doing it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more North Carolina Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.